Hello and welcome to Jessie Bear Book Club. Today we are discussing House of the Dragon Season 1 and my overall thoughts. I know I reviewed every episode as it came out, but I'm going to group them all together and give this season my recommendation out of 10. I found the season slow to build, but I did enjoy every episode. However, some episodes I enjoyed much more than others. Episode 9 was undoubtedly my favorite. There were so many dramatic birth scenes this series. I am all for more rounded female story arcs, but I feel like they should have given Alicent a birth scene. It would have rounded out her character, and I was very disappointed not to have a lizard baby turn up in the final episode. But back to Alicent and her lack of birth scene. It would have made the viewer empathize more with her love for her children. Overall, I feel like the Greens were portrayed in this series as textbook villains, which didn't quite fit George R.R. Martin's writing style. I was surprised by how much I liked Alicent and how determined and her perseverance really shone through for me, and I was surprised by how much Rhaenyra rubbed me the wrong way. She came off as very entitled, somebody born with a golden spoon in her mouth who didn't know how to use it, whereas Alicent has had to fight and strive and suffer through everything that has been inflicted on her. And by inflicted, I do mean Viserys and his falling off dick. At the beginning of the series, I didn't really warm to Daemon. I could only see Matt Smith as Prince Philip, but as the series progressed, I did enjoy his character, but I think they should have made him slightly more manic. I thought the aging up was done really well, but I would have held out personally for one more episode with the younger cast and included a scene with young Alicent giving birth. It would have shown how much he went through, and so young. Paddy Constantine was Oscar-worthy in his final episode, but everyone already knows that. So all I'm going to say is, there should have been more Legos in the last episode. Rhaenyra should have found his Legos at Dragonstone or something to that effect. On to the meat of the situation. There were dragons this season, but I felt like we were getting teased by them and that there will be much more dragon fighting in the next season. Talking about dragons, undoubtedly my favourite dragon to see was Vhagar, but why was there not a scene where Aemon forced the sapphire into his eye socket? I would have paid money to see that. The acting involved and perhaps his family's reaction when he walked out with a sapphire crammed into his gone eye socket would have been amazing. Why did they not include that? Alicent's reaction to her son mutilating himself would have been priceless. HBO seem to be packing as much sex as they possibly can into every episode. I mean, I love Mushroom and his history, but they are sticking far too much to the Mushroom history script. Veer off, please. Titties are good, but I don't need them all the time. Now, Rhaenyra and Criston Cole, seeing as we're talking about Mushroom's history, I did not expect them to have had sex, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good twist. I didn't see it coming. I thought they would stick more to, oh, she wanted him, he said no. But they should have been given more growth as a couple before their relationship broke down. We only got to see them really together once. They should have stretched it out. They should have hooked up when they were fighting that boar. I would have paid to see that as well. Criston Cole in general needs a bit more of a backstory. He needs a family he gave up to take the White Cloak, or something. Otherwise he is falling a bit flat and he's like Jaime Lannister without the incest. So dull. The A Song of Ice and Fire theory that Aegon the Conqueror foresaw the long night in a vision, and that is why he conquered the Seven Kingdoms and why a Targaryen must be on the throne, made sense to me. I know a lot of people in the community hated it, but I thought it was good. However, it should have been brought in the prologue when we seen the Great Council at Harrenhal with Jaehaerys. It would have made more sense then, and it would have been a running theme. There should have been more Corlys Velaryon in this series. He disappears for 2 or 3 episodes and then pops up again. He is so important. We need more scenes with him, more dialogue. We also, very importantly, need to see his mistress. Where is she and when is she going to pop up? We need that mouse in the house. As for Aegon II, he is just a dumb drunk, and I do not like his aged up actor. I think the first guy should have stuck around. He looks so much like Aemon, the new improved Aemon. They could have aged him up somehow. He's just got no substance. He's like a rich kid, living off his trust fund. Nobody wants to watch that. You can't root for him. One thing HBO did right, though, was making Queen Helaena prophetic. I loved it. It was a great add-on. I crave scenes with her every episode now. I'm like, oh, what's she going to say? What does it mean? Can I figure it out? And I think a lot of people agree with that sentiment. Also, the actress is so pretty, and I feel sorry for her married to that drunk-ass Aegon II. But back to my main complaint about this series. We had so many birth scenes, and yet we did not have a single birth scene involving Helaena and her mother Alicent, and we didn't get Helaena and Aegon's wedding. That should have been included. It's very important. Their children are very important moving forward in the story, so emphasis should have been put on them. However, we have got to the meat. My biggest complaint about House of the Dragon Season 1, and it's enormous. Where is Alicent and Viserys' third son, Daeron Targaryen? He is incredibly important when it comes to wrapping up the Dance of the Dragons story arc. Where is he? Why did they choose to leave him out? Are they going to replace him with some annoying person? I really hope not. I really hope we don't get a Lucerys Velaryon situation where he turns up and takes the place of what Daeron should do later in the story. Ugh. Why did you leave out a character? I know he disappears for a bit and then he turns up again, but what he just does when he disappears is so important. So, I'm mad at you, HBO. I really hope we do not get a Sansa replacing Jane Pole situation like we did in Game of Thrones, because I cannot live through that again. It pained me. Anywho, I give this series 7 out of 10. It was okay, but they turned away from the books in some major ways, which means I cannot rank it higher. There were shocking moments, and I enjoyed all of them. The cast have been cast brilliantly. That is all I can say. Everyone looks the part, apart from Matt Smith, kinda, but that's a personal thing. Remember to subscribe. I'm going to be coming out with more House of the Dragon videos. I have theory videos about the next season, and I have got some other stuff up my sleeve that's going to be very exciting, like did Jaehaerys cause the Dance of the Dragons? So like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lady Jessica Riddell. Until next time, winter is coming. Bye!